engines roar in this digital drive. Sweat on my brow, I burn the midnight oil. Lap after lap, carve my name in the soil. 100 ways to crash, but not tonight. I chase the line, I earn my fight. Pedal down, no fear, I'm taking flight. This track, this race, it's mine tonight. Qualifying ghosts, I'll float them down. Every corner's mine, I own this town. Tires scream, my setup's tight. I bled for this win in the virtual light. 100 ways to crash, but not tonight. I chase the line, I earn my fight. Pedal down, no fear, I'm taking flight. This track, this race, it's mine tonight. No resets, no excuses, I paid my dues. Studied every apex, I've got nothing to lose. The pack's behind me, checkers in my sight. I'm the king of this over, I'm winning tonight. 100 ways to crash, but not tonight. I'll chase the line, I've earned my fight. Pedal down, no fear, I'm taking flight. This track, this race, it's mine tonight. No resets, no excuses, I paid my dues. Studied every apex, I've got nothing to lose. The pack's behind me, checkers in my sight. I'm the king of this over, I'm winning tonight. No resets, no excuses, I paid my dues. Studied every apex, I've got nothing to lose. The pack's behind me, checkers in my sight. I'm the king of this over, I'm winning tonight. No resets, no excuses, I paid my dues. Studied every apex, I've got nothing to lose. The pack's behind me, checkers in my sight. I'm the king of this server, I'm winning tonight. Shift up, hold steady, I'm crossing that line. I race in glory, this moment's mine. Pedal down, no fear, I'm taking flight. This track, this race, it's mine tonight. And pixels collide, steel and rubber in a world online. Every corner's a war to survive. Lead foot's keeping the fire alive. Engines in the void, thundering loud. Virtual tracks, but the crowd still shout. Through the crash and the flame we rise again. Lead foot TV, where the night won't end. Screaming sparks in the haze, metal hearts locked in digital rage. Every lap is a line in the sand, driven faster by a ghostly hand. Leadfoot TV, Leadfoot TV, Leadfoot TV. Engines in the void, thundering loud. Virtual tracks, but the crowd still shout. Through the crash and the flame we rise again. Leadfoot TV, where the night won't end. Tires scream, the sparks in the haze, metal hearts locked in digital rage. Every lap is a line in the sand, driven faster by a ghostly hand. Leadfoot TV, Leadfoot TV, Leadfoot TV, Leadfoot TV, Leadfoot TV. TV. Leadfoot TV, feel the ground ignite. Through the smoke and fire, into the night. Slow and heavy, the storm begins. Glory is calling, only one wins. Lights on the horizon, fire in the veins. Every lap written in blood and chains. The track remembers, it takes its due. Legends falling, and legends break through. Leadfoot TV, feel the ground ignite. Through the smoke and fire, into the night. Slow and heavy, the storm begins. Glory is calling, only one wins.
Welcome back to coverage of the Leadfoot Racing League on LSR TV, Leadfoot TV, and the Community Radio Network. As you just about an hour and a half ago saw the excitement of the National Division, the American Division is on deck now, and we welcome you to continued coverage from the virtual iRacing USA International Speedway and the Sean Lamb's Beach Jams 125. I'm Wesley Outland. Emmett Crow is joining us now in the booth. Of course, as always, Tracy Brown pushing the buttons as we get you set for the lid lifter for the American division of the Leadfoot Racing League. We're also joined by Sean Lamb. Sean, it is always good to catch a word with you, my friend. Me and you've called County Line Raceway a couple of years, a couple of weeks from now. We'll be ready for the Batten Family Memorial, the Modified Mafia Tour, when I'm there with World Racing Group and all the big races, Race for the Kids and whatnot. But Sean Lamb's Beach Jams, I think you stay as busy as I do. Now you're in the world of iRacing. What's up, brother?
Well, there's no downtime, but, I like to stay busy. And, always a pleasure to call races with you no matter where we're calling. And I tell you what, I'm just excited to be involved with this Leadfoot League this year. I've known the Brown family forever, so I was happy to jump in there and been testing with some of these guys. I need a lot of seat time before I'm in one of these races, but just to be involved with it, these guys are doing a fantastic job. I've seen some awesome racing, and I'm just happy to be here. I'm thoroughly enjoying it.
I'll tell you what, man, real quickly, tell everybody about, Sean Lamb's Beach Jams amongst what you do with being the morning DJ on 98.5 The Big Dog, WDWG FM on the radio in the mornings, and then, of course, having a weekend beach music show where sometimes only people listen to beach music during the summer, and obviously you provide that yearly.
We do 24/7 Carolina Beach Music, 99.3 The Beach. I actually run that station. I do mornings on there from 6 until 9. I'm kind of hybrid. I'm on the Big Dog and 99.3, so I do country and beach every morning. Sunday nights, I do Sean Lamb's Beach Jams 4-hour beach music show. It's actually on the air right now, but I recorded so I could be here on Leadfoot TV tonight. So, along with that, mobile DJ service, supporting Carolina beach music all over North Carolina and South Carolina. That's what I do. But, Wesley, I have a love and a passion for racing of any sort, and that's why I'm here tonight.
Yeah, for sure, no doubt about it. And a lot of people, I know we didn't get a chance to officially unveil what was going to be the late model deal with the Pro 5 Challenge thing, but what a lot of people, didn't know was we had actually worked it out where, Sean, you were going to call some of the races with us, man, with me in the booth. And I know Ross Boo Boo Dalton is still trying to find the right dates with Tracy to hopefully make that reality. But I know you've also got yourself an iRacing rig, and you're going to try to do some iRacing too, aren't you?
I am. Like I said, I've been testing with some of these guys, Landon and Haley and a few of them, and I need a lot of practice, but we're going to get there. Maybe by next season, I might jump into a tryout and see what we can do. But in the meantime, I'm going to do what I can to support this series and all the folks in it. And I'm looking forward to this. The first race of the year was fantastic. We got race number 2 coming up now. And I'm just looking forward to the next 9 races after this.
Well, listen, Sean Lamb, thank you for your time. Thank you for sponsoring the lid lifters for the LFRL Late Model iRacing Tour for the American and the National Tour. Before we let you go, let everybody know how they can follow you on social media.
Yeah, you can find me all over social media under DJ Sean Lamb or Sean Lamb's Beach Jams, or go follow 99.3 The Beach. That would mean the world to me. I'm always posting stuff up there. You can catch all my schedules. All my mobile dates are on there. And, the last of this month, I'm going to be hitting the Carnival cruise ship for the 2026 Carolina Beach Music Cruise. I'll be the host DJ along with 4 bands. We've got 5 days of beach music, and I'm so excited about that. And I believe Leadfoot's off that week, so I'm not going to miss anything.
County Line Raceway will be ready to crank up very, very soon. What do we got? The Carolina Clash, I think, on March the 7th, and then March the 21st. It is the Batten Family Memorial. I know that's a big race that you and I both look forward to calling every year. Matter of fact, you missed it last year, but hopefully you're back in the chair, and always appreciate the time we share together, Sean Lamb.
Yes, sir. Same here. I'm planning to be there. Looking forward to kicking off another season at County Line Raceway, and always a pleasure to have you. And, we make a pretty good team.
We certainly do, and we'll work at iRacing broadcast before it's over with. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Sean Lamb at Sean Lamb's Beach Jams and 99.3, the morning DJ, joining us, sponsoring the Leadfoot Racing League race opener tonight here. Emmett, we're ready to go here as qualifying is just about to come to an end, sir. Obviously, ready to watch these drivers go at it. We saw the National Division race, obviously Cameron Chandler winning that one. A different field of drivers now ready to qualify in Wild Ops qualifying to determine the lineup for their race coming up here.
Yeah, and good evening to you, Wesley. Welcome, folks. Yeah, it's just been watching this 82 car right here as we take a look right here at the 52, excuse me. They're lacking the bottom a lot, and that's like I was talking to Hunter Carlson just a little bit ago before I hopped in here, and he said the track is real slick. He said, but it's really coming into play, and we should be expecting some good, clean racing tonight here at USA.
I don't know if timing and scoring is not on yet. The app, the app engineering or ATVO or whatever it is. I'm not getting any timing and scoring information, so hopefully we'll get that here in just a minute as these drivers continue to work their way around the racetrack in qualifying. Producer Tracy, we're not picking up any. Oh, there we go. All right, we're good now. All right, just had to hit a reset button or something. So it looks like Shane Hodges, ladies and gentlemen, looks like he is going to be the man to set fast time here in Wild Ops qualifying. There is around 20 cars ready to go for racing. They are gridding. We're not wasting no time. Great pre-race interview with Sean Lamb at the Sean Lamb's Beach James 125. And now we're ready to introduce the starting lineup for what will be tonight's American Division Season 5 opener. Shane Hodges in the 15 on the pole. Landon Farmer on the outside in the 26 on row 1. Hunter Carlson in the number 10, Brantley Bryant in 52. Row 3 will find Casey Graves in the 01 and Cliff Mullins in 44. Carter Grogan will be in the 87, followed by Lenny Brown in 83. Dylan Porter in the 1, and Tristan Tranum will start 10th in the 95 there, Emmett.
Yeah, Duncan Fall in the 18 is going to start 11th in row 6, along with the Rocket City Trash Pandas. Mr. Heath Rutherford machine will start 12th. In row 7 in the 34 machine, we find Trippy Winkler lining up next to Ethan Johnson on the outside in the 27 machine. Row 8, you're going to find Logan Richardson lining up next to Jason Woodham in the 71. Row 9, James Birdsong lining up next to, Landon Brown ain't racing tonight, so that means that Randy Porter will round out the field.
And there's the starting lineup. We are broadcasting live on LSR TV, Leadfoot TV, and the Community Radio Network. And if you're listening on the radio, we will be right back.
We now pause for station identification. This is the Community Radio Network, WCRN, 87.9 FM, Clayton, Connor, Smithfield, North Carolina. Proud to be in the USA.
Preliminary laps are underway here as we get you closer and closer to dropping the green flag for the Leadfoot Racing League American Division and the Sean Lamb's Beach Jams 125. Emmett Crow, I'm Wesley Outlet. Tracy Brown is on production as we welcome you to the first race of the American Division. The National Division ran earlier. Now the American division, or the national division ran earlier. Now the American division is getting ready to see what they'll do on the racetrack. 125 laps, the same as earlier tonight. 125 laps. Stage break presented by 213 Simware and lap number 40. Caution lap count. And we're about ready to get this thing started. The American division. What will we see from the national race won by Cameron Chandler? New faces, new cars on the grid, ready to come to the Searing restart zone. The Lucky Ducks Motorsports. Green flag's about to wave, and the Sean Lambs reach hands. 125 is green here at USA International. You have a race. Hodges will get a great jump on the start. Watch Farmer on the outside lane pick up that battle for third with Carlson and Bryant going at it. That simmers down single file. And we work a couple laps into this thing here now. We're underway in it.
Yeah, definitely getting underway as we see some great side-by-side racing right here as the battle for third is really heating up between Brantley Bryant and Hunter Carlson. And look back here further, Wesley, as looks like the 87 machine of, hold on a second, I'm looking at my live score. Carter Croggan, the Texas Twister, is trying to get up here to battle with these guys. And he's doing a great job. First race here with Leadfoot.
All of this great racing action going on as they work their way back around the racetrack. Hodges in that top spot, leading that corner in the 1 and 2, and obviously trying to make these laps go by very, very quicker. As this is again a 125 lap race. Remember, we will be having a stage caution or at the end of the stage at lap number 40, but all the while right now everybody just patiently working their way around the racetrack. As you see the race details with Hodges, Farmer, Bryant, Graves, and Drogan the top 5 on the back stretch in 3.
Yeah, and these top 3 have really just singled out, like you were saying, but as I say that, Landon Farmer is catching up to the back bumper of Hodges, just trying to find a way to get a little bit of momentum to get past the 15 and try to take the lead, or he might be saving his stuff, Wesley.
Yeah, we're certainly watching this going on as these drivers working their back around turn number 4. Hodges up in front, by the way. Farmer, Cameron Chandler, my apologies, was the winner of race number 1 earlier tonight. Right now, everybody working their way behind Hodges. Farmer right there in second is what I was trying to say, trying to make the run now for the lead. Bryant right there in tow. Top 3 pulled away from the top 5 in 3 and 4.
Yeah, Hodges just, these top 3 have just pulled away. Like you said, it looks like Carter Croggan caught a little contact as we take a look at the 10 machine of Hunter Carlson. Rocking the Eastern Technical Design, and there's some more contact. Whoa, what a save by Carter.
Yeah, that could have been very interesting a moment ago as we watched all that transpire. The leaders working their way again back across the start-finish line. It is Hodges right now holding on to the top spot. Farmer right there in tow. That single file, the Max Workshop Tractor Boats entry. Trying to stay in line as Croggan and Carlson, they battle amongst themselves. Watching on this far and random, and all this goes on. We're single file, already working 10 laps in. Next time by here at USA.
Yeah, great racing going on right here. We're seeing Hodges just able just to lead that pack. I mean, lead these guys just single file. But look right here, Wesley, as Brantley Bryant is really trying to get up to the back bumper. The top 3 only separated not even by a car length between first, second, and third, and now 4th.
All of this happening now as they work their way back into turn number 4 to start finish. The drivers with Hodges in the lead, Farmer in tow, Bryant second, Graves in order, another top 5. As we again are working quickly towards lap number 15. Everybody perfectly working around this racetrack here at the half mile of USA International, and the laps are going by fast in race number 2 of the night as well. Emmett.
Yeah, they definitely are going by fast, Wesley, as we see right here. Cliff Mullins, the GARS Holiday Brawl champion, was as he won that over our league over Landon Brown on a tiebreaker that came down to the most laps led early on with the GARS store, but now running here in the Leadfoot and doing a great job in that 44 machine.
You're watching the 44 Mullins car now, trying to get some company from Faw in 18. That's for 9th and 10th. As we're single file around the racetrack, everything working now out of turn number 4, back to start finish. As currently it is Hodges right now continuing to lead the way over Farmer, Bryant, Graves, and Porter. All this going on now as we settle ourselves now 15 of the 125 laps. Getting to lap number 40 will be when the first caution comes out, unless there's an accident, as we got a battle going on between Bryant and Farmer for second. The leader's watching all this in his rearview mirror, and the leader takes it with Graves out there for fourth on the outside into 1.
Yeah, definitely, and that's what I was about to say, Wesley. Brantley Bryant made made a great move to get Landon Farmer out of the groove, and they just tapped just a little bit of trading paint, but he's able to get the advantage. But look at this, Wesley. Landon Farmer's got that high side and trying to get the outside to go, but it's just him by himself. That's going to be hard to do, trying to get around Brantley Bryant.
We watched all of that happen just a moment ago as these drivers fight and claw for that spot again. Bryant on the inside opens the door to Graves on the bottom. Also, Farmer's car up top. This happens with Porter now trying to poke in line for that spot. He'll get back single file. Everybody will, for that matter, as they work their way off of turn number 4. Everyone is even Steven. They're nose to tail, single file, a little bit of air separating the pack. As right now, we're heading to 20 laps next time by here at USA.
Yeah, definitely. And another thing to point out, Wesley, I mean, the top 5 is separated by less than, 9/10 of a second is the most. But, I mean, these guys are racing as Hodges now. I say that. Hodges is now pulled out to about 3/10. But these guys are really getting into it from second on back.
They certainly are right now as we continue to watch that battle heat up again as these guys work their way again across the start-finish line when they come to the stripe. Ready now for the second half of the opening stage. Right now, green flag action indeed with Hodges leading on the inside. Bryant will follow. There's a move now with Graves. Graves and Porter try to set each other up for the number 5 and 6 position with Brogan watching on. But everybody right now watches the leader in tow with Hodges. Lead him off. And we got a battle side by side going on there for a moment as Hodges will bring him back single file. But behind the top 10, it's starting to get a little side by side action.
Yeah, definitely getting to start being 2x2 back there. But look at this. Brantley Bryant is just trying to find a way. And that's what he did to Landon Farmer. He just waited and waited until he found a way to get the move to complete the pass. And that's what he's doing right here on Hodges. Just trying to get into Hodges' groove right here. Trying to get up to that back bumper, but not going to push it as he's just falling in behind him.
And all the while, Bryant is just patiently staying down to the inside. Will he go high? No, he will not. Stays in line. Hodges, Bryant, Farmer, Graves, Porter, all single file as they work their again off the corner. Believe it or not, we're about to be 25 laps in, 100 laps to go when they come to the stripe. 15 remaining in stage number 1, and for the moment it is still Hodges with everybody right now trying to set their sights on running down the leader. Everyone is quietly working their way back into turn 1.
Yeah, as we see right here, here comes Bryant now. He's been trying to get down to that apron, just trying to find something to get up to the corner panel of Hodges to try to get the pass completed, but Shane Hodges doing a great job keeping Brantley Bryant at bay. Great defensive driving from Hodges.
Sean Lambs beats James 125 now at under 100 laps to go at the stripe. It's still Hodges leading the way with 14 remaining to the 213 Simware stage break. All the while, leaders are on the back straightaway. I'm running out of things to talk about, Tracy Brown. Everybody is even Steven. Nobody is breaking out of line. Any excitement finally simmers down. These guys are doing a phenomenal job in the early going to open up the year for the LFRL American Division Late Model Tour.
Yeah, they definitely are, Wesley, as we take a look right here. And speaking of Tracy Brown, the Eastern Technical Design of Hunter Carlson trying to get around Carter Croggan. There it is, the Cadillac of Hunter Carlson just trying to get around Carter Croggan right here, the Texas Twister, as Croggan calls himself. But we're trying to get a good momentum, but he just can't get enough momentum, Wesley, to make that pass.
Want to send a big hello to, obviously, Eastern Technical Design Incorporated. They're a sponsor on the Community Radio Network, regular during the season, but also with the Leadfoot Racing League. And right now, all these guys working their way around the racetrack for the American Division portion of this event. If you'd like to get signed up, because I had a guy like Jason York's son, Jamie York, Jacob York, all those guys messaged me earlier and they said, how do we get signed up? Well, you need to go to the Leadfoot Racing League on Discord or contact one of the Browns and they'll help you out and get you set up there. As right now, the game of cat and mouse with 10 remaining in stage one continues. Bryant reaching down to try to get around Hodges. Can't get there yet. He now goes to the inside as Hodges goes to the outside and one.
Yeah, I thought Hodges was, when he got up out of the groove, I thought Bryant was going to try the crossover. But here we go, Wesley, down the backstretch, going into three. They're going to be side by side as they go into four.
Side by side indeed as they work back to start finish. Under 10 remaining in the 213 Simware stage break. And right now, Bryant right to the driver door. There's contact. Hodges gets sideways. They get loose. They door slam. They still stay door to door as they go into turn three. And now they're going to race each other up the hill. Hodges high. Bryant down low. Now it's on like Donkey Kong in USA.
Yeah, definitely. And that's what I've been noticing, Wesley. As look at Brantley Bryant, he's running that line where he gets down to that apron just ever so much, and when he gets down there, that's what causes his car to drift up, and that's why he's been getting into Hodges, trying to find that advantage. But great job by these two to keep it together.
Absolutely phenomenal job by those guys working their way back around the racetrack. And now we're not done yet. Now they're side by side for third and fourth with Farmer and Graves. Porter now licking his chops, ready to pounce on the opportunity. Here comes Hodges now up high. Bryant to the inside. He'll try to get a run on him for the lead. He can't. 5 to go in stage 1 out of 4.
Shane Hodges is doing a great job showing his defense rather than his offense, but they say defense wins championships. And that's what Shane Hodges is doing, keeping Brantley Bryant. Brantley Bryant is just trying to find a way to get around Shane Hodges as we come to 4 to go in the stage.
Closing in on the end of stage number 1, presented by 213 Simware. There will be a competition caution presented by Golden Racing when the yellow flag comes out. But for right now, the battle continues. Hodges, Bryant in hot pursuit. Time running out of the stage in 3.
Yeah, and look right there. Brantley Bryant just pushed it a little bit more, give it a little more gas, trying to get up to that back bumper as he was trying to beat him on corner exit. But Shane Hodges is doing a great job keeping him back there.
A solid run for the man there in the number 15 machine. Hodges will not be denied. He will still stay in the top spot. Meanwhile, Bryant right there saying, here, kitty, kitty. He's ready to pounce on him. Here he comes down to the inside. 3 laps to go now in stage number 1. Hodges, Bryant continue to go at it. Mono Swan in 1 and 2.
Yeah, look at this. Brantley Bryant got a great run right there, but Hodges got an even better run, just keeping him at bay, as now it's a 1/10 of a second separated these two. But right here, it looks like Hodges is better on corner exit.
Side by side for a while. Now fans back out to single file, nose to tail. The leader, the conductor, is the man up in front of Hodges. The caboose is everyone else in the boxcars. Single file. They cannot run down the freight train. That is the leader. He is gone. Shane Hodges working off of turn number 4. They will come to 1 to go in stage 1 this time by.
Yeah, here we go. Brantley Bryant's got one more shot if he wants to try it. But I think he's trying to push the effort. I think he might be saving his stuff, actually, Wesley.
Working through turns number 3 and 4. Maybe not the right time to shoot for the end of the stage win, but it is the right time to back away. Shane Hodges will win stage number 1 from being obviously the Wild Ops Fast qualifier. He is holding on to win stage 1 over Brantley Bryant, Landon Farmer, Casey Graves, Dylan Porter, your top 5, Carlson, Tranum, Croggan, Mullins, and Faw, the top 10, as the Golden Racing caution flag will come out for the first time. 40 laps completed. Still a long way to go with over 85 to go in this one now.
Yeah, definitely. And what an opening stage, Wesley. It's got me excited for this second stage. It's going to be interesting to see what Brantley Bryant does now that he knows what he can do to push the effort. And when it comes down to it, if it's between these two, I think Brantley Bryant gets a lot more aggressive trying to get this win.
It certainly was an interesting stage. We'll see what happens with these drivers. Will they come to pit lane? Will they not? We step away. And we'll be back with more in a moment as 213 Simware Stage 1 goes to Shane Hodges. The restart when we return from USA. back here at USA International as we wrap up the first caution in the Sean Lamb's Beach Jams 125. Getting ready for a restart. Some drivers pitted in the back, some did not. The front runners have Hodges and Bryant side by side. Back to the Sear and restart zone. Green flag flies. We are back underway thanks to Lucky Ducks Motorsports for the restart flag. And you know, Emmett, we talked about this, a very quiet opening 45 laps in the first stage. Now I got a feeling the fireworks are going to fly here now as we get to the under 80 to go mark.
Yeah, definitely. As right on cue, we saw Hunter Carlson get a little sideways right there. But, yeah, look at Landon Farmer now, Wesley. He's right back up there where he was to start this before Brantley Bryant took over the second position. So now Landon Farmer, as we see Cliff Mullins side by side with Connor Croggan. But, yeah, Landon Farmer back here, so maybe he'll keep that position and try to maintain it as this race goes along.
Now Cliff Mullins from Danville, Virginia, down to the inside, or actually on the outside, if you will. The 44 car opens the door to the Tracker Boats Pass Pro number 87 of Carter Croggan. Croggan now trying to sneak into the top 5. He'll throw the block on Randy Porter, the number 32 machine watching on. And the man from Frederick County watching here now is Randy Porter. Yes, that's a real race car driver from back in the day. He's racing here on iRacing. And the Porter's entry now trying to get the top 5 on Mullins in 3.
Well, what's that old Johnny Cash song go? Hey, Porter, hey, Porter. But as we see right here, behind him, Heath Rutherford and Trippy Winkler are trying to battle side by side as they're trying to catch up to Casey Graves right here. But look at the Rocket City Panda machine of Rutherford just trying to get alongside of Winkler, and he'll do it going in down the front stretch.
While all this goes on, we continue to see the front runners. We continue to watch the leaders continue to go at it stride for stride. Does anybody got anything for Shane Hodges? He is the Pied Piper right now. Watching on is Landon Farmer. All these guys stay single file as they work their way again off of turn number 4.
Yeah, I think Landon Farmer may take a page out of Brantley Bryant's book, and he saw how he could push it against Shane Hodges and how much Bryant gained trying to get that pass completed. So look for Landon Farmer maybe to be a little more aggressive this time, Wesley.
And right now, Hodges currently in that number 1 position. Hodges, Farmer, Carlson, Tradum, followed by Mullins. And there's Farmer's car down on the inside. Will he make a run now? Got around as Bryant's car fell all the way to the back from pitting. Brantley Bryant felt like he might have used his car up, might needed to save something. There you see him in the back behind the blue car right now of PFR. Bryant now in 12th. All the while, the leader, Shane Hodges, as there's Brantley Bryant from Lucama, North Carolina, working now down the front straightaway. All these guys still stay nose to tail with Hodges in the lead in turn number 3 and 4.
Yeah, as they come down the front stretch, Hodges will lead them over Landon Farmer and Hunter Carlson. Carlson now trying to find the advantage. Now he's waiting in the weeds in case these two get together and he could take this lead.
Hodges continuing to just hit his marks down on turn 4, cross the stripe. Now we get side by side for a moment. That's Porter, Rutherford, and Graves side by side, calming down. As now there's cars loose there. Car sideways. I think we got a caution. We do.
Right out of the corner mile, Wesley, I saw Carter Croggan heading straight into the inside wall.
Caution out for the man in the Bass Pro Shops, Tracker Boats number 87. A first on-track incident for caution. Second Golden Racing yellow flag of the event. Wow. And here's a replay of what happened. It looked like maybe Porter gave him a little shove there into the 87. I'm trying to see it as nice as I can. Here's a look at the replay.
Yeah, and you'll see it right here with the bump cam as just right inside. Oh my God.
There you go. Just a little shot there, and Around goes the 87, 20, 32. Porter says, where did you go?
Yeah.
Caution out replay there, and obviously a yellow flag presented by Golden Racing. Hey, I want to send also another acknowledgement for Chris Golden. He is starting up the weekly Veteran iRacing League. No one does more for veterans than the VFW. That's the VFW Weekly Veteran iRacing League Combat Tested Gaming Session 2. Session 2 runs January 11th through March the 29th. Free to enter. Champions win an annual subscription on iRacing, and that's Sundays. Oh, hell, I'm not good with military time. 1600, 1800 time, I don't know. And then, of course, I want to say that's, what is that? That's 1 o'clock and 4 o'clock, I believe.
I believe so.
Yeah, something like that. So, nonetheless, contact PC Race Shop and Combat Tested Gaming. That is something that Chris Golden is involved in. The VFW Weekly Veteran iRacing League. Tracy, you're going to have to tell me what military time is, regular time on the clock. Yeah, Chris Norris, there you go. Sarge. Okay, Sarge Chris Norris. Okay, I thought it was Chris Golden. My apologies. Sarge Chris Norris. So, the Weekly Veteran iRacing League. And there's a look at the upcoming schedule for the National and the American Division. And we will be at Lanier next Sunday night. We're going to go 150 laps as well. That's your schedule coming up for the season. Remember, we are taking off February the 1st and the 8th for the clash at Bowman Gray Stadium and the Super Bowl. Super Bowl 60. Go Steelers. I hope my Steelers win. That's my team. You know. Can't root for Carolina no damn more, that's for sure. You know.
It's all right. I'm a Cowboys fan, so yeah.
Somebody said that is not nice. That is not nice, Wesley. You're not nice. So, oh well. We'll get ready for a restart in the Searing restart zone. We go. Lucky Ducks Motorsports green flag. And we're coming up on halfway in this race as well. Don't forget, National Division from Lanier Raceway next Sunday night, 7 Eastern, 9 Eastern, the American Division. The National and the American Division on LSR TV, Leadfoot TV, and the Community Radio Network as Brian and Cars get sideways. Hold on, baby. What a save for the 0-1 at Casey Graves as Paul goes way high in turn number 2.
Yeah, and that could have been a tough break for Brantley Bryant because he would have had nowhere to go and just would have got caught up in that chain reaction. But they remained side by side and some great driving right there. And meanwhile, when we went back green, I don't know if you noticed, but Hunter Carlson almost took a look under Farmer as the caution comes out.
Yep, another yellow flag out over the speedway as the 82 machine is spun around. That is the driver of James Birdsong from Paducah, Kentucky.
Oh, he's way loose.
And there's Porter, and there's the 87, and oh boy, did Porter get into another guy? I think he did.
Little Houdini act right there. Now you see me, now you don't.
Carter Grogan with a little Incan blinking nod there was Porter's car. By the way, Randy Porter from Easley, South Carolina, a former driver in the NASCAR Busch Series, formerly known as Xfinity, now known as the O'Reilly Series for this year.
I was about to say, that's going to be a mouthful.
O'Reilly. Get that song stuck in my head now, and now I'm going to freaking be saying it constantly. So there you go. As cars are on the pit lane for work and service. Halfway, what do you think of the first half of this race in McCrow so far here tonight for the Sean Lamb's Beach Jams 125? The American race definitely different than the national races, for sure.
We've definitely, yeah, and that's what I was speaking with Landon Brown before this race got started, and he said this is going to be a great race, y'all. He said it's going to be a lot more cleaner, and it's going to be a lot more better racing, but not to take away from the National. National was a great race, but also it's just been unbelievable. These guys, I mean, they're on the edge of control of these cars. We've seen cars get loose, get sideways, but they're able to save them. Has some incredible saves, but unfortunately we have had 2 cautions for accidents. So I'm looking for some great race action, and we'll see if anybody can get up there and battle old Shane Hodges for this win.
See what goes on for sure as these drivers will get ready for a restart. Remember, by the way, caution laps count in this series as well to help make the show go by quicker. And we currently, real quickly, if you want to show the race details, you can real quickly. I know we did earlier. Obviously 125 laps, stage break at lap 40, 1 set of tires, 1 fast repair, and if we do go past lap number 125, there is 1 attempt at overtime. We'll get ready to go back for a restart here as there's a race recap. Thank you, Tracy Brown. He's getting better and better every time he punches buttons. 68 of 125 laps. Shane Hodges has dominated this thing from the Wild Ops Pole Award Fast Qualifier. 3 cautions for 14 laps, and there has been 1 driver in front. A big fat goose egg. Lead changes, and obviously Shane Hodges showing that USA is his house tonight. 21.248 seconds, 109 miles an hour as the pace car, Emmett Crow, drops onto the pit lane, back in the sear and restart zone. Lucky Ducks Motorsports, green flag back in the air, and we are back to racing for the second half of this race with under 60 to go here at USA International.
Yeah, and just something to point out, Wesley, Shane Hodges went straight to the top when he took that green flag after restarting on the inside. So I think that top line is where he's going to like it, but it's weird how he's doing it because he's trying to cut off the momentum, but then he drifts that car down low. And so far, hopefully that high side comes into play because it's just been the bottom coming all rubbered up.
Yeah, we're continuing to watch all this great racing action going on as they put another lap on the board. The American Division race going on as we speak. This, of course, is our final one of the night before we reset and go to Lanier National Raceway next week. What a great show. We're watching these guys working their way around the racetrack. Remember, the National Division at 7 o'clock. The American Division at 8 o'clock on Leadfoot TV, LSR TV, and the Community Radio Network as well. Single file as we approach the final 50 laps of this one, if you will, Emmett Crow. And all the while, for the time being, it has been the Shane Hodges show. We got some racing going on to the back now. The 40 and the 01 having some contact, battling inside the top 10. That is Logan Richardson and Casey Graves. Door going to 3.
Yeah, going into 3 as now Richardson's going to have the advantage. He's going to be able to clear Graves for just a second as Graves now under fire from Ethan Johnson right here in the 27 machine. Just trying to look up under the bumper as can't complete the pass, but yeah, Logan Richardson able to get around Casey Graves for the 9th position.
Side by side now, Graves under attack by the 27 on the inside of the racetrack. That's the driver there of Ethan Johnson. Ethan Johnson of the Johnson Racing family, they're real drivers. Obviously, a lot of races in the Carolinas he competes in. And limited late bubbles as he's sideways. Oh, baby! Dirt tracking it there was the 27. What a save for Johnson. And by the way, Haley Moody is spotting for Johnson in this one.
Yeah, what a save by Ethan Johnson. I mean, you know, we got the Chili Bowl coming up, and that was, I was watching that earlier, and that's definitely what I thought, seeing those midgets, you know, power sliding. But what a save by Ethan Johnson. Definitely looked like one of those midgets at the Chili Bowl, definitely.
Chili Bowl on Flow Racing all week long. Starts tonight. racing all the way into Saturday. Oh, and by the way, they've increased the lap count to 55 laps for the big race. That's a big improvement. A lot of people have B&C'd about that. If you don't know what B&C means, just kind of, think it up. So Shane Hodges is the man in the top spot as we watch now Porter and Johnson side by side. A couple of times when Porter got along somebody or behind or in front of somebody, it wasn't pretty. And right now, the former NASCAR Busch Series driver from Easley, Porter right there getting around Johnson for that spot.
Yeah, Porter does a great job getting the position away from Ethan Johnson. And now Randy Porter's got his eyes set on Cliff Mullins. And Cliff, I want to point out some Wesley. Old Cliff driving the old Pontiac GTO around this track.
Got my little GTO right there in position. And she's my little GTO down to the inside of the Pontiac entry. There's Connor Grogan. Had some problems earlier. He's climbed his way back into the top 15 in 13th position. All right, now we'll give you the top 10 as we head towards lap number 80 of 125. Hodges, Farmer, Carlson, Rutherford, Bryant, top 5. Trantham, Porter, Faw, Richardson, followed by Casey Graves, the top 10. As we close in on the finish of this race, 3 cautions for under 50 to go, 45 to go at the line, actually. And it is still Hodges in front in the 15.
Yeah, and as we take a look right here of Hunter Carlson in that Eastern Technical Design Incorporated car, doing a great job keeping Heath Rutherford behind him in the Rocket City Trash Pandas machine, as that thing is a rocket ship, but can't get around Carlson, as now Brantley Bryan, as the caution's going to wave again.
Yep, yellow flag will wave. We got trouble on the racetrack. Here's a replay. Thank you, Tracy Brown, producer, and well, it's a family affair. Lenny Brown from Bailey caught up in this thing, and
my gosh,
boy, they got him stacked there. Nowhere to go for the 44 in the fence. And a host of other cars, a multi-car accident coming out of turn 4. Drivers involved, Lenny Brown, Cliff Mullins, Carter Grogan. Watch this again.
Yeah, and I just want to add, Tracy, Wesley, excuse me, that Connor Krogan just told us his new nickname is the Texas Twister. Well, he's definitely spinning like a twister.
34 there, a Trippy Winkler into the back of the brown car, sends him spinning. And look at this, 42 to go, and everybody is coming down pit road now. Almost everybody. Dylan Porter going to be the new leader, but the front runners are coming in for some new freshies, as my buddy Jacob Reef says.
Yeah, and look at that. We have our first lead change of the day, of the night, as Dylan Porter stays out. That is a huge gamble with 41 laps to go, as these guys are coming in for some new shoes. Wesley, that's going to make it interesting as well.
It certainly will. We're going to step away, take a break. Ladies and gentlemen, 40 laps to go after another Golden Racing caution. Getting closer to Golden Racing's time to dig with 25 to go. The home stretch for the Sean Lamb's Beach Jams 125 LFRL American Division late model race returns after the break. Nearly 70 drivers registered for season number 5 of the Leadfoot Racing League. That's pretty damn cool. There's now 2 separate leagues. There is the National Division where Cameron Chandler won earlier tonight from Maryland, and now Shane Hodges is the man that dominated the beginning of this race, but not anymore. Dylan Porter in the number 1 machine is having the opportunity to bring the field back to green with under 40 to go, representing the ATL from Georgia, the Cottle chassis entry. I'm sorry, he's from Easley, South Carolina. Dylan Porter up in front alongside for the restart. We will find the driver of Logan Richardson. Then it's Cliff Mullins, Tristan Tratham, Shane Hodges will now be in 5th currently as the pace car drops onto the pit lane. Ladies and gentlemen, 37 laps to go. Lap 88 of 125. We're back underway here at USA.
Yeah, look at Richardson just able to rocket to the front on that restart. And look at this, Brantley Bryant and Shane. He's going to be able to get around Shane Hodges for the moment, not taking any time as Brantley Bryant as he gets into Shane Hodges. Woo, they're 3 wide, Wesley.
3 wide. Hodges was the hot dog flying out of the bun. Here he comes. Look at the move on the 15, flying through the field to the number 15, getting back alongside with Bryant. We know those guys battled door to door earlier before the end of stage 1.
Yeah, and look at this now. Hodges is going to be in the dirty air, so it's going to be interesting to see how his car handles. We know what it can do in clean air, but it's in dirty air now, and now he's on the outside, and now Brantley Bryant is going to use the pick of, oh my gosh, how did they not wreck right there?
Everybody's kind of crickets in the chat box for LSR TV or Leadfoot TV. Interact with us. Give us some comments. Who you rooting for? What you think of the national race and now the American division races? We move into another battle. Here comes the 44. Down to the inside. That's Cliff Mullins from Danville, Virginia. He'll make a move again on Hodges. Hodges trying to scamper from Mullins and Bryant and company. He'll set his sights now on the number 1 for 3rd as they work their way back into the corner. That's Porter.
Yeah, it's Tristan Trantham able to take the position away from Porter. And now Shane Hodges trying to get around Porter. Dylan Porter, excuse me. I got a little confused, but now Shane Hodges trying to get on the inside, looking on Porter, and then setting his eyes on Trantham as he tries to get back to the front.
And while we move into the finish of this one, here comes the field now, coming down to the line, closing in on 30th lap to go, finishing up with this one. All the while, Logan Richardson getting the opportunity to now be up in front as he passed Dylan Porter like a lost cause. Porter fell back to 4th. It's Logan Richardson from Atlanta, Georgia, now leading them as they work their way to 30 to go out of turn number 4 when they come back to the stripe.
Yeah, I'm looking right here. Look at Brantley Bryant trying to make quick work of Cliff Mullins so he could get up here and battle with Hodges, because Hodges right now is having a hard time to get around Trantham, and Trantham keeping Hodges back there is allowing Brantley Bryant to, now as he gets around Cliff Mullins, now Brantley Bryant trying to get around Porter, make quick work of him, and he'll be able to battle that 15.
He'll certainly try to, as you mentioned, coming across the stripe. Watch now Bryant's car from Lucama fall on the inside, the blue 18. Up top, Mullins in 44. Down below, the 0-1 at Casey Graves. Great racing going on in the home stretch with under 30 to go at USA as they dive into turn 3.
Yeah, and look at Trantham right here as he's going to battle for the lead. But right now, Shane Hodges just waiting for these two to make a mistake, and then he could take advantage and kill 2 birds with 1 stone.
Trying to go for that 2-for-1 special. Hodges will, as Hodges watches all this going on. The battle for the lead. Trantham around Richardson. Richards now holding off the lights as he opens the door. Here comes Hodges down to the inside. He'll clear by the 40 of Richardson, but now Tristan Trantham double T's in his way as they work their way into turn 2. Hodges makes a peek to the inside. He can't get there yet. Got him loose.
Yeah, got him loose as they go into 3 right here. Tristan Trantham doing a great job keeping Hodges back there. Now Hodges is the one stuck in dirty air, and now Trantham is in clean air. And now Hodges, though, he's got the fresher rubbers, just trying to get around right here, as he just can't do it.
Working now across the stripe when they come to the line out of 4. It'll be 25 to go. It's time to dig, baby. Golden Racing, time to dig. 100 laps gone, 25 remaining, and the battle for the lead is on into turn number 2 between Trantham and Hodges.
Yeah, here we go, as now Hodges is just trying to find a way around Trantham. And that was the thing when Trantham won that last race of the Holiday Brawl at Phoenix in the GARS Tour. He was able to just keep the car, keep the guy behind him. But now it looks like Hodges has got the advantage as they go into 3.
Advantage, will he make it work right now? He is trying to as he starts to pull away. Tristan Trantham is all the while open the door to the outside. Hodges now back to the bottom. They're closing in on some lap traffic or back marker cars, if you will. While that goes on, Trantham and Hodges working at it door to door, lap traffic ahead, and licking his chops is Richardson, ready to get back in the battle with 22 to go at the line.
Now Hodges is able to clear Trantham, but it's going to be interesting as they're coming up on the back end car of James Birdsong. It'll be interesting on how quick Hodges is able to get around Birdsong, or if Trantham is able to use, well, never mind, as Birdsong just moves out of the way, doing the right thing, and Hodges is able to pull away by about a car length.
While we watch these guys working their way back across the stripe, it is still the man out in front. That is the driver of the number 15, Shane Hodges. Hodges now back in the front again. Wild Ops fast qualifier, getting around everybody for making pit stops, and now it is his race to lose. Coming to the line, lap 105 of 125. 20 laps to go here as we go to the home stretch here at USA International.
Yeah, and the last thing Shane Hodges wants to see is a caution, but the whole field from second on back is praying for one. As now Shane Hodges is pulling away just a little bit, lap by lap, as we see Rutherford trying to get under Mullins.
We certainly continue to watch this going on as we're under 20 to go now. Mullins, Rutherford, that's the battle that's going on the racetrack for that spot in 8th and 9th position. Landon Farmer right there back in 10th as time is running out. It is Shane Hodges leading the way. Bryant's car now. Brantley Bryant from Mukama trying to run down Dylan Porter. There's Shane Hodges. There is Duncan Faw. Faw in the JM Graphics number 18 blue car, trying to set his sights on Bryant for that spot from Mukama as he goes to the outside in 3.
Yeah, and look at this. Brantley Bryant has got to make short work of Porter, Richardson, and Trantham if he wants a shot at Hodges. But yeah, he's under 5 from Duncan Fall right here, as Fall's just following Bryant through and through his tire tracks. But guys, it's looking like it's time's running out, like you said, Wesley.
I'll be honest with you, I thought for a second there we were going to see, if you will, somebody going after that spot between Bryant. Bryant was going to go to the outside. Instead, here comes Faw. Another shot there again. Duncan Faw, Bryant, they battle. 15 laps to go at the line. Porter up in front of them. Graves behind them. And Shane Hodges is gone. Interval now, 7/10 of a second for the leader. Hodges over Trantham. 15 to go as Porter now sets his sight on Richardson for third in turn 1 and 2.
Yeah, Porter just trying to find a way to get around the Atlanta driver of Mr. Logan Richardson. But Logan Richardson doing a great job keeping Dylan Porter behind him. But now here comes Porter trying to work to the inside. He won't do it. Here he goes, trying to sneak, but great job by Richardson to cut off the momentum from Porter.
And Dylan Porter trying to now reset and go to the inside on Richardson's car. He'll make a peek back down to the inside. Will he get him? No, he will not. Let him know he's there, though. Got him loose for just a moment, backed away. Porter did. Richardson now, 12 to go. Richardson under attack again. Here comes the one. Gives him another shot in the turn 2 area there, Emmett.
Yeah, just trying to get him up out of the groove right there. But now look at Dylan Porter right here. He's thinking about what he could do. But Logan Richardson is just waiting for the impact, bracing for the impact. But, I mean, just a little bit of bump. And the thing is, Wesley, if Porter gets those wheels on that apron, he could brush up into the 40 machine and send him around.
You watch that little shove there, a little bump there as we continue to see them negotiate up the high side. Goes the 40 of Richardson. That's the battle for third. Porter right there, down to the inside. He'll carry Brian and Faw with him. All this goes on as they dive into the corner. Time is running out, and they're sideways as they dirt bracket fighting it for 10 to go this time of the line.
Yeah, now look right here. Here comes Dylan Porter trying to keep that inside line, but now Richardson's going to get shot up to the outside, just trying to make the move. And look who else is right there, Brantley Bryant. They get, oh my gosh, gives him a little shot. Oh, there they go.
Big trouble. Bryant's car spins. Other cars going around the bits. So is Farmer. Caution out. Late caution with 10 to go here at USA. It was bound to happen. Time was running out. Patience was running short. And contact was made. And the cars go spinning. Look at this.
Yeah.
The climax leading up to it.
Yeah, and it was just, like I was saying, it's just a little bit going down on that apron. Right there, as you see Brantley Bryant, but he got a shot from Duncan Faw, and that's what sent him into the 40 and sent them both around.
Richardson into the outside wall. Lucama's Bryant going in the middle of the pack. Everybody darting high and low to miss him. And a late race caution changes everything for the driver to bring out our 5th Golden Racing caution here with 8 laps to go. Coming up in just a moment, it will be the Tiltify 1 to go. Tiltify gives you the tools you need to engage and raise more money for your charity. Donate immediately to all of your favorite charities, including the St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, Water Aid America, Stand Up to Cancer, and so many more. Visit Tiltify.com today to learn how you can do your part. Well, Emmett, what do you think of tonight's lid lifter for the American division? Proud to be an American. The national race was crazy. It really was a good one. Cameron Chandler won that one. It had fireworks, more cautions than this one. But this race, as we get to the end, definitely getting down to the nitty-gritty. What's your thoughts?
Yeah, definitely getting down to the nitty-gritty. And, not to throw out the football analogy, but it looks like Tristan Trantham or Dylan Porter's going to have to throw a Hail Mary on these moves. But, I mean, Shane Hodges has done a great job. And it's going to be interesting if Trantham can get him on the jump and try to get the advantage as they go into 1 and see if he can pull it off.
Yeah, we'll certainly see what happens as this race is far from over. Coming up, post-race interviews as we will grab the podium drivers. Want to say thank you again to Sean Lamb. And Sean Lamb from, of course, Sean Lamb's Beach Jams, 99.3 The Beach if you're in the eastern North Carolina, Wilson area, to tune in to his coverage. He also does work at 98.5 The Big Dog and so many other things. I mean, you heard some of his, he about stays as busy as I do. He's more involved in the DJ music side of things than I am with the broadcasting world. But nonetheless, me and Sean Lamb have come to know each other over the last 4 or 5 years, and I didn't realize Brown, hell, they've known him longer than I have. And it just worked out perfectly to bring them and bring Sean Lamb's Beach Jams here as a sponsor for not only the series, but tonight's opener. Sear in Restart Zone. Lucky Duck Motorsports green flag. Will cautions breed cautions, or will we finish this one here at USA? Back underway. Hodges out in front.
Yeah, Hodges got a great restart, and he was able to cut off the momentum from Trantham and just jumped out to about a car-length lead. As we come down to 4 to go this time, look at Dylan Porter there, Wesley, trying to get under Duncan Faw. And all along, look who's back up there, Mr. Logan Richardson.
They'll try to go for a shot. There he goes down to the inside, peeking there, lets him know he's there. Now we're door to door for Porter's car, going after Faw. All this going on in the top 5 for third. Meanwhile, time running out, 3 to go at the line. Shane Hodges still in the lead as the battle for third continues.
Yeah, look at this. Logan Richardson, as Dylan Porter's going to be able to get under Duncan Faw. Logan Richardson's going to try to get under Faw for the 4th position. Richardson doing a great job tracking it back after being involved in that last spin.
Penultimate lap of the race as Richardson climbing back to the field from the ATL. Gets around the 0-1 of Braves. Now on Faw's car. Down the back straightaway. Richardson still in the lead as Shane Hodges clearly out in front of the number 15. Here they come to the line out of turn number 4. The white flag will wave. The tilt to 5, 1 to go. Final time around for Shane Hodges. The man did it. From the pole, he got back to the front after some late race caution. Here he comes, the number 15, working his way. Proud to be an American. He'll be the inaugural American Division winner in the LFRL. It is Shane Hodges winning from the pole. The Sean Lamb's Beach Jams 125. Tristan Trantham will finish second. Dylan Porter third. What a valiant effort by Richardson, but something happened to him at the end. He fell to the back, spinning on the last lap amongst all that craziness going on at the finish there, Emmett Crow.
Yeah, and I don't know if Brantley Bryan is heated or what, but he is.
Oh,
with
wow.
Duncan
Yeah,
Faw. Whoa, get the camera out, boys.
Porter. No, I'm sorry. That's actually the 18. Bryant and Paul.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my goodness.
Oh man, and Casey Graves comes around.
Brian and Faw. Oh man, come on guys, don't do this. Not first race of the year. Don't act like children. Like seriously. Brantley Bryant, Double B, and Duncan Faw having some history, it looked like, there at the finish of the race. But when it's said and done, Shane Hodges will pick up the victory. If you're listening on the radio, we'll be right back. The results is coming up as well.
We now pause for station identification. This is the Community Radio Network, WCRN, 87.9 FM, Clayton, Connor, Smithfield, North Carolina. Proud to be in the USA. We are CRN.
This copyrighted telecast may not be reproduced, retransmitted, or used in any form without the authorized written consent. We hope you enjoy today's broadcast.
We are back at USA International. Things got heated. Fireworks in the daytime when the checker flag fell here in the American Division lid lifter of the Sean Lamb's Beach Jams 125. Emmett Crow, Wesley Outland, Tracy Brown on the production side of things. And with that being said, here is the results for the finish of tonight's events here at USA. Final race of the night to wrap up our coverage for Sunday's new season number 5. Shane Hodges will pick up the victory over Tristan Trantham. Dylan Porter there for third. Duncan Faw. There might be a little history between, obviously, Brantley Bryant and Duncan Faw. We'll be looking at that, obviously, in post-race. Duncan Faw, Casey Graves, the top 5. Heath Rutherford, Hunter Carlson, Landon Farmer started second. He'll end up 8th. Then, of course, it is Carter Grogan, and Lenny Brown started in 8th. He'll finish in the top 10 there, Emmett.
Yeah, at 11th, we're going to find Trippy Winkler, and 12th, we'll find Brantley Bryant. We'll have to see what happened. And 13th is going to be Jason Woodham, 14th Cliff Mullins, 15th Logan Richardson, 16th James Birdsong, 17th Ethan Johnson, 18th Randy Porter, and that's it because Landon Brown was race control.
Yeah, Landon Brown was the guy that was punching the buttons, handling the day-to-day race events of what went on, and he said that he was looking forward to it, but he he didn't think what the outcome would be. So obviously Landon Brown, good job punching the buttons. Obviously Tracy Brown, and this will let us grab the winner interviews as we will hear from Shane Hodges right out of the gate. Hear these guys' thoughts when the checkered flag fell, and obviously get their thoughts as we'll go to victory lane and speak with the driver of Shane Hodges. Shane, congratulations. What a job, what a race. And now, okay, can we save that for post? Shane Hodges, congratulations, buddy. Great job. What a way to start the year with a win in the American Series, sir.
Yeah, it felt good to win for the first race, but it was definitely a race you had to conserve in. I'll tell you that. But I'd like to thank everybody that put on this league and for putting another season on, and Justin Brooks Designs, Aftershock Setup Solutions, Ryco Performance, and Hodges Sim Shots.
Emmett.
So it looked like the way that you were able to come up through the field. I mean, when you had to come up after that pit stop, what was going through your mind as you were racing Tristan? What made you get the advantage to get around him finally?
Really, it was just like I was waiting on him to make a mistake to where I could somewhat get my nose under there, or at least get up to his door. And then there was one time I thought I had him in 3 and 4. Like I had the idea plan that I was gonna do a higher entry and cut down under him, and then he messed up the corner, and it didn't help me at all. And then it was just all about just about the right timing was all it really was.
Same thing with Brantley Bryant as well.
Shane, I gotta ask you this. Shane, I gotta ask you this question, buddy, and please thank your sponsors. I think you've already done that, by the way, also. But man, running this American/national division, what's your take of it? And obviously, I know you've been a supporter over the seasons past of the Leadfoot Racing League. What's your thoughts of seeing where it expands now?
I like it. I mean, I think it's a good idea.
All right. There's the thoughts of Justin Brooks Designs, number 15. That is Shane Hodges, ladies and gentlemen. He will pick up the win tonight in the Sean Lamb Beach Jams 125 tonight here at USA International. Let's go grab now second place. That is Tristan Tranham, and from Charleston, South Carolina, the Trantham entry, number 95, will finish second. Man, your take of this race, a lot of craziness. You avoided it. You stayed out of trouble. Just could not get around the 15. What a strong car you had.
Yeah, definitely. I made a 2-tire pit stop to hopefully jump some guys, which I did, which gave me a good restart down to like the last 30 laps. And I got past Logan, maybe a little abruptly because I saw the 15 in my rearview mirror and tried to keep him behind me, but just didn't have it. Didn't have it today. So second place isn't bad though.
You know, we were interviewing you, last week with the Holiday Brawl winning, and I asked you, I said, how are you going to build on that momentum going forward to the Leadfoot Racing League today? And boy, you built on it, didn't you?
Yeah, I was hoping for back-to-backs. That would have been fun.
Same situation, huh?
Yeah. Just couldn't get to the bumper this time.
Well,
right,
Tristan, double team before we let you go, man. Please thank your sponsors, and obviously we'll see you next week at Lanier.
Yeah, I'd like to thank Cody Trantham Designs. That's it.
There you go. That's Tristan Trantham and the Trantham Racing entry from Charleston, South Carolina. He'll finish in the number 2 spot. And finally, hey, Porter, Dylan Porter, the number 1 from Easley, South Carolina. He, of course, is the son of Randy Porter, who used to compete in the NASCAR Busch Series back in the day. And Dylan, you'll finish in the number 3 spot. Cottle chassis car looked really, really good. Your take of this race had some exciting moments you were a part of, and finishing on the podium's got to be strong for the first race of the year, isn't it?
Man, it's a blast. Used to running mid-pack, begging to get third. Finally got it.
So let me ask you this. What made you want to, talk about a great gamble, paid off with that third place finish. What led up to that decision?
Well, I don't really recall what decision, but if you're talking tires, that was the dumbest decision I've ever made. I thought there wouldn't be any more cautions. I thought we'd be good guys. I thought we'd drive greatly. We didn't. We all acted like idiots towards the end, but had to hold on to it. I think Justin Brooks's car design gave me 3 more tenths during the race, so glad for that.
All right. Well,
I'll be
you were
putting it
able
on
to.
later.
All right. Well, you were able to bring it home P3. So, congrats on that. And we'll see you next week at Lanier. Wesley, I'm going to send it back to you.
There you go. There's the thoughts of Dylan Porter, driver of the number 1 machine. And again, just happy to finish in the podium, if you will, for a guy that normally is in the back. And I got to say, I was kind of mixed feelings of how this thing would turn out with having a national and an American division. But I think after seeing it debut, there's some tweaks and things I got to work on. No doubt everything needs improvement. That's how you never become complacent. You constantly grow from evolving, doing the things we're trying. But in closing, I thought we saw some great racing tonight. Thank you to Sean Lamb for sponsoring the Sean Lamb Beach Jams 125 for this race. The national division had its own different flair than the American race did, but at the end of the night, Emmett Crow, I think we were entitled and treated to our audience seeing some great races here this evening.
Yeah, great races. And then, of course, after the race, had a little bit of some tempers flaring, so that'll be interesting as we go forward to Lanier next week.
Let's see that. If we can find out what happened between Bryant and I think it's the other car there. Let's watch the replay and see if we can set it up for you to show you what happened. I want to say it was Bryant in the Fall car, Duncan Fall. Watch this. This is at the end of the race. And wow, there's Richardson getting tracked. And then you see the 87 into the 52. Mullins nowhere to go. And I want to say that's the no sir moment of the race, right?
Oh, gosh, yes. Bring it back the yes sir moment of the race. I love it.
Oh, the no sir moment of the race was that right there. And obviously, as I mentioned, because we were trying to highlight Hodges as the winner, Logan Richardson, by the way, made a big climb back through the field. And as Tracy Brown got it dead on the camera, you see what happened to him there in the number 40 car. Let's rewind it. You see him literally setting his sights on running down Duncan Faw in the 0-1 at Casey Graves. That's for fourth and 5th. And you saw what happened as Graves Faw just missed him. Mullins nowhere to go. Bryant nowhere to go as he gets into the back of the 87 and the other car up ahead. And there's why tempers shortened there at the end of the race. So that's what happened. All right, so there you go. Yes, sir. Moment of the race presented by the fine folks at 4 Wide Motorsports and Tar River Environmental. What do you think, Emmett? What's going to be the yes, sir moment of the race?
I think it's got to be how Shane Hodges was able to get back to the front over Tristan Trantham and win this race. I believe. Wouldn't you think so?
No, it's too much to show on the damn replay for Tracy Brown, so I will just say the comeback for Hodges to climb back through the proverbial field after pitting and being able to put that car in victory lane will be our yes sir moment of the race, presented by Tar River Environmental and 4 Wide Motorsports as well. So thank you to Cannon and company, and yes sir, Raise Hell Braisdell as the number 3 hat is wearing there by our fan there. So, oh boy, I love it. Emmett, your final take of tonight. We'll pack her up. And by the way, real quickly, look at the schedule. We'll get ready for next week. We've got Lanier National Raceway. It's a very different racetrack compared to the big half mile here at USA International. Myrtle Beach Speedway, flat track, 5/8 of a mile. Those are your next couple of races before the Clash Super Bowl break in February.
Yeah, and then Langley also there, Southern National, Hickory with the throwback night, Wesley, and then Five Flags, North Wilkesboro. And rounded out South Boston.
Yeah, and that's a long way to go. I just wanted to kind of ask you what your final thoughts were for tonight, and obviously a great a great night of racing we saw. The national race was different than the American race. I'd probably say the American race was probably more exciting for sure than the national event was, but not taking anything away from Cameron Chandler. These guys are all professionals. We got some new drivers in the bunch, and man, it's really cool to have that NASCAR Cars Tour, Hooters Pro Cup, iRacing Simulation, Hero Dreams, Flares, young guys trying to race with one another, and somehow the Brown family, keeping all this chaos and mayhem together in closing.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. And all I want to say about this was unbelievable. I mean, we had some great racing. We had some unbelievable moves, had some incredible saves. And in the end, Shane Hodges, the way he was able to get around Tristan Trantham, what a way to win this race.
By the way, I had some people message me even tonight, for that matter, Tracy, Landon Brown, and they said, how do I join? What do I do to get involved with the Leadfoot Racing League? I don't know if they're taking any more memberships, but if you want to sign up for possibly Season 5 or Season 6, contact one of the Brown family or go to the LFRL LED. That is the Leadfoot Racing League. We call it lead, but there's an A in the damn word, Leadfoot Racing League. It's the Leadfoot. We call it Leadfoot. It's the Leadfoot Racing League. And go to the LFRL Discord channel and contact somebody. I know they'll be able to reach out to you and get you all the information you need. Thank you again to Sean Lamb, Sean Lamb's Beach Jams 125. Thank you for what he does. Check him out on 99.3 The Beach in the morning and for his weekend beach music show. Look forward to seeing you at County Line very soon, my friend. Thanks to all these other sponsors flashing across the screen. We appreciate them all. And most of all, we appreciate you, the viewer or listening audience, for checking out the Leadfoot Racing League the American or National Division Tour. So when it's all said and done, it was a great night of racing. Cameron Chandler and Shane Hodges, the first winners. It's off to Lanier next Sunday night, 7 Eastern for the National Tour, the American Tour at 9 Eastern. For everybody at Leadfoot TV, thank you again to Landon Brown. For Tracy Brown, punching the buttons on producing and directing and keeping us in straight and narrow and behaving. For Emmett Crow. For Emmett Crow, thank you to also the man that I worked with, Charles Oberger, earlier tonight. I am Wesley Outland, the voice of the Leadfoot Racing League. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for listening. We'll see you next week at Lanier. Good night.